you'll get over it. No. We have to start treating these people like people. People get sick. That's what they do. You've chosen as your career to take care of sick people. You can't turn your back on them because they also happen to have a drug problem. It's not fair. I've seen so many disgusting cases of this, including one that's quite personal to me that I won't get into, but she's got tuberculosis, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, come on. Like, that's just effed up. Like, come on.
She could die in a heartbeat if her blood cell count goes weird. And come on. They've got a gross problem. Lots of people have worse problems.
Yeah. There's a financial problem is much worse than...
Exactly. And puts me in a lot more dangerous situations that risk my life on a regular basis. So that's something I just thought I could try to institute. I'll get in touch with the unions and see what I can do about getting the people in Vancouver to be a little more sensitive. The healthcare workers, that is. Not everybody. And not every healthcare worker. Just all the ones I know. Anything else, you get in touch with me. VancityMayor.simdiff.com. Also, it's going slow but sure, but don't hesitate to stop by isitjustme.simdiff.com. The website specifically geared toward this podcast, away from all the usual crap that I talk about. That's my own personal crap. This is strictly a website just devoted to this podcast and all things Eric and Gord. Check it out.
We need more people like talking about this and like getting involved with this because we don't get much feedback, and it'd be nice to know what people think of us. And
you know what's funny? Yesterday I thought I got 2 new voice messages, but it was just because I had done a reset on my phone. I got the original 2 again. It was still just as good. But no, Gord's absolutely right. Get involved, people. Get your voice on the air. Get your emails into us. I do check. I check the emails several times a day. So please send them in. It's notjustme6@gmail.com, or go to isitjustme.simdiff.com, and you can leave a comment page right there, and I get notifications whenever that happens. So I'm trying to
know what our listeners think of us. We really want to know.
Yeah, I definitely want to know what people think of us. It's not going to change
our American viewers. Our American listeners. I'm like dying to hear from you guys.
Yes, very.
How are you doing? Put down the pipe and call us and send an email, text, something.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of disappointed stoners heading up north thinking that's where you got to line up for pipes. It's not that kind of pipeline, people.
No, it is not.
Another injunction handed down, permission to physically remove the so-called cloud camp from Burnaby Mountain was passed this weekend. They are still not moving. Good on them. I applaud your efforts. It's not going to help, but I applaud your efforts. But they got a judge's permission to physically remove that camp now. So hopefully that's the end of the madness. I don't want to see it escalate.
They're just going to end up moving to a different site anyway, so I don't know what the point is.
I know William George. William George is actually family of mine. Very proud of him. He's a good young man for what he's doing. He is the most prominent of the protesters up there, if you followed it at all. He's caused quite a bit of economic misery personally himself, and he's very proud of it, and I'm proud of him for... It was a little bad when his entire family put on Facebook, "Oh, Will, if only you'd put this effort into getting a job." And that went national. That was...
That's not right.
That's now a buzz clip on CBC.
Well, it's funny, but it's not right.
It's true. But yeah, great. A good fight was fought, and you made your point. It's time to move on now.
Find a new cause.
There's more battles to be fought in the future. Believe me, they're coming. The NDP is not stopping. And now we've got our federal NDP leader moving to Burnaby because that's the only place you could get a seat. So we're going to have NDP. If I don't win, we will have the NDP in 3 different levels of government operating here in our fair city, because most of the people running in the mayoral election are either current NDP staffers or former NDP staffers. So, could be a gigantic. Kennedy Stewart, my number one competition. He's a NDP MP now. He has to resign as MP to run for mayor.
Isn't that a step down, or is that still a step up?
It's a matter of perspective, I guess. If he feels he can affect greater change, being a big fish in a little pond rather than no voice in John Horgan's shadow, perhaps it's a better step for him. I wouldn't be surprised to see a lot of people distancing themselves from the NDP in the coming months. They've made a big push for it to be illegal to give construction jobs to non-union workers. That's going to cause a great divide in this province.
I hate what unions have become nowadays.
I couldn't agree more.
I mean, I say that because where I work, I'm actually a part of a union right now, which is frustrating to me. Yeah. We're unionized. I don't. You know, I mean, it's one thing to be able to say, well, you know, hey, it's great because I got job security, but they're just there to protect the lazy and the stupid, and that's not right. They shouldn't be there to protect for that. They should be there to protect for those that work hard.
And they're there to make a great deal of money. They've gotten carried away. In Vancouver, I know for a fact, a lot of property dealings. Again, private property dealings that they're blaming on mainland Chinese foreign investors. No, it's the United Steelworkers right in your backyard.
Jesus.
They own a ton of vacant properties. Why? So they can drive up the price and make money off them. If they would release these properties to the public, there is no rental crisis. There's a goddamn government crisis. It's time to get the realtors out of there. Sorry, I don't mean to keep campaigning, but it's so frustrating when you learn the truth and you realize that you've been bold-faced lied to for the last couple of years. There is no housing crisis being caused by the Chinese. It's being caused by the city and their friends.
Yep.
We are rounding the corner to the 27-minute mark, I believe. So, did you want to cut short?
No, we'll just go until, because I'm expecting a message. So when the message comes through, that's when I'll.
Okay, because I wouldn't mind taking a break. That actually works really well. So just in case it happens soonish, I did want to switch to a topic very near and dear to my heart. Today is National Left-Handed Day. International Left-Handed Day. So happy Left-Handed Day to all you fellow lefties out there. It's a great day to recognize the 10% of the world's population who happen to be left-handed. I think it's time for us to show some solidarity and really come together and show that we are not going to be kept down by righty.
Here's a question.
My Canada has no place for white supremacy.
But we do print prettier.
We do print prettier. We also die earlier, on average.
No, I'm talking about righties.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right-handed. You lefties are sloppy writers.
Oh, my writing is angelic. I could write in textbooks with my handwriting, and
I stand corrected.
I will show you. As a matter of fact, I wanted to. I was going to do a handwritten novel. I thought, how cool would that be? To get a special edition novel written by your favorite author in his own handwriting?
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be neat, wouldn't it? I always thought about doing it if I ever finish my novel.
Not a bad idea. Somebody that's going to hear this is going to steal your idea and do it first, you know.
Well, it could be. The 3-day novel competition is coming up faster than I want it to. I'm grossly unprepared for it, but I am entering.
Cool.
That could be the one. Who knows? For anyone who doesn't know, this is an international competition. Anyone can enter the 3-day novel competition. The rules are you have to write a novel in 3 days.
What constitutes as a novel?
48,000 words and more. And
48,000 words.
48,000 or more. And it has to be all original. You can have a basic outline, but you cannot have anything pre-planned. No.
How is that proven?
Yeah, you're asked to have a witness. It's better to have a witness, but it is on the honor system. They advertise it as if you cheat, you're only cheating yourself.
Or cheating to get a win and nobody can prove wrong.
From what I hear, people are fairly... It is really... It's like the Ironman triathlon. It's something you do for yourself. Yeah. This is something I'm very excited to do. It's about 3 times more than I've ever attempted. Because it works out. If you do a steady 15,000 words a day, you can do it with a big push at the end. And that is roughly three times what I've ever done. So
here's a question then, Eric. Could you not say, because I know they have those programs you can just speak into the program, then it types the words out for you. Would you not be able to say just record one of our podcasts and there's like 150,000 words?
Well, I think it has to be. It has to follow the format of a novel. I assume it's like a fictitious story that's linear and has a beginning, a middle, and an end kind of thing.
Okay. We have lots of those, but they're very short.
We've got a good beginning every night.
Yeah, not much of a closer.
It pretty much falls apart from there and usually ends with one of our phone dying or me getting trapped on a bus or whatever, however it may end. It ends out of circumstance, not because we've got a concise ending to our show. It's just we talk until there's some sort of physical limitation why we can't talk anymore.
Yeah, that's very true.
What a great way to do it, I think. And even the beginnings, well, now it's finally gotten better, but there are the few where you and I have recorded together where there's no beginning because it starts with us discussing the beginning.
That's right.
I can now fix that. I don't know if you've heard, I do a pretty smooth fix. Oh, yeah, no, you did. You fell asleep.
Yes.
I get to listen to it quite often because for some reason my phone just jumps to that episode for, like, whenever I turn my phone on or whenever it's not doing something else, it likes to play us.
That's cool.
Very entertaining. Great episode. I like there's a lot of good on there. We got to do more blanching episodes. People really responded to the blanching.
What a weird thing to get popular with.
You know, the more I hear actual input about our show, the weirder it is. The things people like, they're never the things I think are going to be gold, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to do this. It's going to be great on the podcast. It's never that. It's like the blanching. That's funny. I spend all day sweating over a joke, and no, that wasn't funny, but, you know.
Blanching, that
anything. Some of the things we come up with, it's just, this will be funny, and people will laugh. Hey, remember that time you talked about how things weren't funny? That was hilarious. What?
That was a side note.
And then we were off the track again, because I did want to just quickly name a few left-handed people for if there's any lefties feeling depressed about who you are, don't. It's not the world it once was. It's okay to be a left man in the white man's world. I said white. I'm a dork and I like to go to Chapters, which doesn't exist anymore. It's all Indigo now, but.
Yeah, I love Indigo, by the way. Very big fan.
You could buy movie screenplays there. They have copies of screenplays. But I don't know why. It seems kind of like a pointless thing, but I guess it's neat as a collector's item or whatever. But I found that a really fun game to play with them is pick them up and read all the lines wrong. And it makes them really great. Like, just put punctuation in the wrong spot. And it changes the sentence completely and ruins it. Like the great Good Will Hunting scene. I got a number. How do you like them apples? You say that differently, and it's not cool at all. I got a number. How do you like them apples? Nothing.
Hey, that sounds so stupid.
Hey, I got a number. How do you like them? Apples? Hours of fun.
Oh, that is great.
Just take any great line from a movie and fuck with the punctuation. That's fun with the English language right there.
See, now this is the thing that when here's your lesson, kids. When you're in school and you're learning punctuation shit in school, this is the reason why it's important to know the difference between these things. Because if you